Hello, and today I'm going to digitize a fairly simple Christmas tree design. I just thought I'd capture it and let you see how I do it. I will get started right now. The first thing I do is I'm going to import the image that I'm going to use to digitize the design from. It's an image that I've purchased that I can use to digitize designs. So, let's get started. First thing we're going to do is the actual red steps. So I'm going to go over here to the fill, and I'm just going to kind of start here, go over, line it up a little better. Drag this down a little bit to create a little bit of an overlap, just so that we make sure that we have good coverage here. I change my underlay to 3. Remove the second one. Generate my stitches. Now I'm going to take from here over to here a little single stitch, just so I can travel to this area and not have to worry about having my machine trim everything. Like that there. Bring this up. I'm going to make this particular point right here an end point, so that I'll have a different or shorter route to have to run to my next start. So I right click, hit place fill in point here, and of course I go in and I change my underlay the way I like them. Generate stitches. Again, we're going to take a little run up to here for the next start point. Go do another fill. Again, we're going to make this the end point. I'm going to change my underlays again. Generate stitches. Move my image up so I can see a little better. See the rest of it. Again, making my little connector. Underlays. Select this stitch. Put my endpoint and generate. Going up to be able to do my last red section. Don't worry about the color. We're going to change it all in just a second. So now you have all the red sections. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of them. I am the bottom one's already selected, so I'm going to hit my shift key, hit the top one, and it selects them. You could also do a Control A, and that will select everything. So that's why I did it with the shift and select, so that I only get the elements that I want. I'm going to do a quick group on them, and now I'm going to change the color. I do my color codes with Marathon, because that's the thread that I use. 2045 is a very pretty red. It's probably my most favorite red that Marathon has. So right now we've got the reds done, and you can see how they look. So let's go ahead and quickly do the greens. I won't be doing little running stitches here, because there's just really no way to do it. So we're just going to go ahead and zip on through here. Oops. This all the way down. Change my fill. Generate my stitches. We continue on to the next one. Everybody digitizes a little different. Sometimes people will select their colors before they actually start generating or digitizing the piece. I myself prefer to wait until I get all of that color done. I know you can select it over there and it'll do everything green, but since I'm going to a specific color catalog, this is just the way I do it. Lots of different ways to do things in Embird. That's what I like about it. It's a program. And one last one for the greens. Bring this down a little bit, make it closer, and generate my stitches. So now all of the green is done, so I'm going to do the same thing where the bottom, or the top one actually, the last design that we digitized, it's already selected, so I will do my shift and then I will click on the first one. I'm going to go ahead and group these. And I'm going to change the color to what I want, and I'm going to select green dust. It's a pretty green. I like that green. Now to view it 3D, there it is. Now I don't like all of my stitches always running the same way, so what I'm going to do is, with all the greens and just the green selected, I'm going to go in and change the angle of this fill. And this I'm going to make 90 degrees and generated stitches, and it shows them all. So next we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the little star. So we go back into fill stitch and just trace the star around. Set my underlay. So I'm going to change the color. Let's go select nice yellow. Buttercup. That's a pretty yellow. So right now we have the star. Well, with the star I want it to be a little more accented, so what I'm going to do is create an outline for it. So with the star actually selected over here, I'm going to do a create outline from fill. And what it does is it creates this outline. So if I hide the fill stitch for a minute, you can see the outline. So what I'm going to do for it is I'm going to go in and do the parameters, and I am going to make it a red work stitch. Generate it, and you can see the stitches. Unhide it, and there is the entire little star. So before I save my designs, I delete the image. I go in and select my hoop size again to the one it was. I'm going to bring this down a little bit, transform it, bring it to center. I'm going to compile it, put it in Embird, and it's going to ask me what I want to do. So I can just say simple Christmas tree. Go into the directory, and I'm going to put the size on there. I'll do a save, and it's going to compile everything and put it in there. It's doing all the saves for me. And there you have it. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it.